All right, today I'm thinking about maybe trying to get the gas tank out of storage that we have for this Blazer, this 94. Before it was put away 18 years ago, he got rid of the original gas tank, put new fuel lines in it. Anyway, there's a new gas tank, new fuel pump, everything already put together, and it was in storage, so it's always been inside. So anyway, we cleared out the storage unit, and it has the big Bubba truck tires that this thing has for it, and then the new fuel tank and pump and all that. So let's go grab that real quick. All right. I just keep my storage stuff in here. Try to see if we can get some light here. Yeah. Anyway, the golf cart lives in here. Skid steer lives in here. I haven't had that out this year, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's the 35s for the Blazer, all 5 of them. This is kind of cool. There's the bumper for it, and yeah, here's the gas tank and the skid plate for it. New filler hose, new neck. So there's all of that. You can see it. So it's kind of dark in here. So anyway, we'll get this out and maybe start getting around to getting this thing put in this truck and put some gas in it and get this old thing running. It's been many, many years since it ran. Well, I don't really have a good way of getting you in there. But at least at this point, we can get the fuel lines hooked up. While this thing's kind of down on the ground. Assuming, obviously the big ones are feed line. These of course had mud dauber nest in them, so I've been trying to clean the threads on the fuel pump, or the fuel lines of the truck, which has been kind of fun. Not. This one will be the fuel line. Yeah. So my goal is to get these on there. I've got the straps and some new bolts for it. Hopefully we can get this thing bolted up. Oh, those are 2 different sizes I did. All right, try again. These threads are going to be a good time. Might work. He bought this. He bought this gas tank and this fuel pump and these lines and all this stuff so many years ago, and then unfortunately it just never, the truck never got put back together. And I don't know exactly when he bought all this stuff, but I know that the last time it was on the road was in 07, and it was put on stands at that point. So he bought all this and had it all stockpiled for it, and he just never got a chance to put it all back together. So that's what we're trying to do with it. Of course, I cross-threaded that, why wouldn't I? Hey, look, it might actually be working. Can't imagine that it is, but who knows? Might get lucky today. But anyway, it's going now. I took a drill bit and kind of cleaned up the inside of the truck side of the line, so hopefully it doesn't tear up the O-ring and make it leak, but whatever. We'll find out. We're definitely going to start it with the gas tank in it without bumpers and all that shit to where, there we go. A lot of wasps and bugs and stuff about. Get that vent line tight. Close to where it actually lives. Yeah, of course. All right. That's actually fairly close, not really. Like all the way. Like all of it. leave that plugged in. We'll put a 1/4 bolt down through here. Lock washer and regular nut. I see the ground already for where the old fuel pump wiring was, but I'm just going to leave it over here. I don't think it matters. If we get too crazy about it, we can always fix it later. Let's see here. At least with this hooked up, even though I don't have the straps bolted in, we can definitely cycle the key and see if the fuel pump lights up. So I'm gonna go do that right now, and you see if you hear anything. Oh yeah, I heard it. All right, well, I'll go get some gas and we'll just see if we can make some noise. All right, well, I got some bolts in it. They're still too long. It's just a little bit loose, but it's enough to hold the tank in where we don't need the floor jack anymore. So at this point, we're going to put gas in this hog. Yeah, I was going to try to put you there where you could see it. Well, at least the floor jack's not holding the tank in anymore, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, I'm going to put some gas in it real quick. That's pretty exciting stuff, I know, but once I get it in, then we'll crank this thing up, see if we can get a start out of this thing in 18 years. Okay, so I put 5 gallons of gas in this thing. I can't imagine any world where this thing doesn't leak from those fuel lines, but let's key it up. For one, I want to see if the gas gauge actually works now, because before it just like went to infinity and beyond. So, oh yeah, it works. Yep, 1/4 tank, that's about right for a 20-gallon tank. Now let's go look at the carnage that's on top of this fuel tank. Yeah, I don't see anything. Of course, my flashlight quit when I needed it, but that's normal. Okay, well, hell with it. 18 years, it's got oil in it. Let's see if it'll crank. Why not? Oh, battery's dead. No way. All right. Let's see what happens. I don't know how long it takes to get fuel pressure. I hear the pump running. I don't hear it shutting off. Oh, it just kicked off, so we should have some fuel pressure here. Let's try again. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that, fires off the key. Bless its heart. Look at that. Check that out. Not even smoking. Look at that. Well, I guess you got a little puffy puff, but how cool is that? After all these years, that truck fires up off the key. That is pretty neat. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I love these old cars. You won't get this out of a 15 Hyundai or some decent shit like that. That's just old American. I love it. We'll get the big wheels back on it, maybe next video. Well, actually, we're gonna put the rear end in it. I'll show you that. Here's the rear end's completely done. It's got new drums, new brake lines, all new hardware, new straps for the U-joints. So that goes in the truck as soon as my U-bolts get here, which is tomorrow, I think. But yeah, how cool is that? I guess we should check to see if it's got oil pressure. Look at that. 60 pounds. Wow, good for it. Well, that's pretty cool. I guess that's all I got for now. All right, well, this is about the crustiest version of this engine I can get to here without it falling into the fan. So, jump pack's on. This thing should crank now. 2007, I think, since this thing ran. I think that's the last time we fired it up. I don't know how long it takes to get fuel pressure. Oh, it just kicked off, so we should have some fuel pressure here. Let's try again.